Hey everybody, Zero here. Recently and actually in the past I've gotten lots of emails and questions about how I made my yarn braids, because a lot of people thought that they were just falls, which are where you just take a bunch of yarn and attach it all together with like one hair tie and then just tie it in your hair and let it hang down. But that's not what I do. I actually put a lot more time into mine. I do each one individually, which is why it takes hours. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm not going to show you how to put them in my hair because I hold my camera with my hand, so it would be kind of hard to do. But I'm going to show you how to start this off. You need three things: scissors, yarn, and a rubber band. So the first thing you want to do is you need an entire roll of yarn. You want to take the yarn and you want to make an S shape. And you want the S shape to be twice the length that you want the hair to be in the end. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. I'll probably do like ones that are a lot shorter than I normally would, just so that this would be easier. Okay. Now if I zoom out here, you can see there's the end of the yarn, and then it loops around, and then it loops around again, and then that's where it's connected to the yarn, right? So the first thing we're going to do is cut that so that we have two loops. We're going to cut that end and that end. So now we have three pieces of yarn that are the same length. We're going to bunch them up together like that, and then you want to take the rubber band and you want to slide it down to the middle of the yarn. It's going to be kind of hard to do with the camera in my hand, but let's see how I can do this here. So slide that down. This is really hard to do with the camera in my hand. Okay, so when you're done, you should have a rubber band in the middle of your string. So when you lift it up, you should have 6 pieces all together, 3 on each side of the rubber band. Now what you're going to do is take this top part up here and you're going to tie the string in a knot so that the rubber band can't come off it anymore. So I'm going to set the camera down because otherwise I'm not going to be able to do this. Okay, sorry about that. So what I've done, you probably can't really see it, there's a knot at the top now. So if I try to pull on the rubber band, it won't slide to the left or right. It's stuck on there. And this is divided perfectly in half. So now that you have 6 pieces of this, you're going to divide it into 3 sets of 2. And you're going to grab a portion of your hair, a small square of your hair, and you're going to split it into 3 sections. And take the first section of it, well, take the whole section of it and take the rubber band and tie it in your hair. Wrap it around a few times and pull it towards your scalp to make like a little ponytail type thing. Once this is attached to your hair, take the section of hair that you've rubber banded and split it into 3 sections. Take the first section and match it up with 2 pieces of the yarn out of the 6. And then with your fingers still holding it, take a second section of that same big piece of hair and match it with 2 more pieces of yarn. And then, while still holding on to those 2 sections, make a third section and put it with the last 2 pieces of string. Then you're going to start braiding your hair like you would normally braid, with a 3-section braid, just over, under, over, under, except you're going to be braiding your actual hair at the same time as the yarn. It's going to be together. And your hair doesn't need to be that long to do it, just a few inches. And once you run out of hair, just keep braiding just the yarn itself. And between the part that you braided and the rubber band, it should stay in your hair pretty tightly. You should be able to yank on it and it won't come out or anything like that. So that's, I'm sorry that it's like really hard to film this with like one hand, but that's how you, I wish I could show you how to put them in your hair, but that's how you make the yarn at least. Mine were a lot longer than this. Mine were like twice this length, but I just wanted to be able to show you guys. And this is one yarn braid right here. I had about 40 or so in my hair, and that was with an undercut, so half of my head was shaved. If I had a full head of hair, I would have had about 80 of these. So it takes quite a while to do. But if you're willing to put the time and effort into it, and it's not that expensive, because all you need is a bag of rubber bands and some yarn, which you can get for like $2. So if you have the patience to braid all these into your hair, then go ahead and kill a couple hours, and in the end it'll be really cool. So that's how you do it. Alright, bye.